Well, an urgent alert being sent out by Conservatives in Poland following the presidential election. And of course, when it comes to the European Union and democracy, some pretty ugly, dark times, given you've seen leading presidential candidates being banned in Romania. You actually saw the election being stopped halfway through. And of course, when you had Trump and the 2020 result, the media all over that, quite remarkable that when it comes to Poland and doubt being cast on the validity of the result as to whether there have been voting irregularities or not, being cast by the Polish government, it seems mainstream media have very little to say on this at all. And this all follows Karol Nawrocki, the Conservative, nationalist, Eurosceptic candidate, winning at that election. And ever since, the Polish Liberals who lost have been protesting about the result, complaining about the result, alleging voting irregularities. And that is now being ramped up in the most extraordinary way. Again, quite telling, I think, that this is not being picked up by mainstream media at all. And what you're seeing now is the Polish Prime Minister himself, Donald Tusk, now actually questioning the result of the presidential election, despite the fact that the Polish state election regulator has certified the results. But you can see here the Polish Prime Minister saying, addressing Conservative leaders, including the winning candidate there, saying, you are not simply curious as human beings about the real results of the vote. You certainly are. And as we know, honest people have nothing to fear. Now, the outgoing president, Conservative President Duda, absolutely furious and responding to Tusk there, saying you are just stomping your feet in anger and saying, I do not have to be interested in the result of the election as I already know it, as do all Poles and politicians from around the world who have congratulated President-elect Nawrocki. And indeed, the President-elect himself addressing this, appealing to the Prime Minister not to destroy democracy by questioning the result, saying that he will not allow democracy and the freedom to choose a president to be taken from our country, and it's time to abandon the hysteria. And indeed, the former Polish PM condemning this reaction from the Polish government, from the Polish Prime Minister, saying that it seeks to undermine democratic legitimacy of the new president, describing it as anti-democratic behaviour. And yet, quite extraordinary, as I say, that there is a total lack of coverage of this. It seems when it's losing Liberals complaining and seeking to undermine the legitimacy of the result, well, that gets a free pass. But please do let me know your thoughts on that in the comments below. I will, of course, keep bringing you all the latest on this and much more. So please do whack this video a quick thumbs up. And of course, as ever, cheers for watching.